Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's been a couple of days and I wanted to give a little bit of update of what's been happening. As I mentioned in a few videos before, the last couple of weeks I've had shoulder impingement. Okay. On both shoulders, really. But it's also given me referred neck pain, lower neck pain. And then what happened, I had a water fast day, and through that it went onto the other side and right up, and then it started giving me a headache all through my head and behind my eye. And with the water fast, I was in bed and I literally could not move. All right, so I tried to ride the headache out. I have suffered from migraines most of my life, and this was a doozy. I pretty much was bedridden. I resisted the temptation of taking ibuprofen and paracetamol and painkillers until the next day. I will admit, the second day I woke up and I just couldn't get rid of this headache, and I'd had it for 24 hours trying to ride it out. I took 2 Panadol. Guilty as charged, but in hindsight, I'm not going to make a deal out of it. I'm not going to punish myself for it because it worked. I know the bad stuff about it. I know they're not good. I know all the other stuff that people say that's in it. But, you know, at the moment, I wouldn't be talking to you now if I didn't, because literally I can still feel it. You know, there's a huge lump there and just sort of there and there. And I've got my friend. So I'm going to get this. This is a fantastic little apparatus. So there's so many different things there. This is like your thumb attachment. So pretty much what I do, especially if I've got my lump right here so I can feel that clicking already, I just give it out and just lightly, I don't go too hard. Oh, so sore. It's one of those things that's so sore, but it's so good as well. Oh. So a lot of people with these guns make mistakes of popping it right up to the intensity, and then it starts bouncing and, you know, bouncing their brain. You don't want that. Like, I think I've got it on, what have I got on? 3 out of 20 or 30, I think this goes up to. This is a pretty good gun. So you've got to be careful with these too. If you go the wrong way, then it starts bouncing. So you don't want to be bouncing your brain around. That's not good. So just, nice and tight. And this thumb part is just like, gets right in there. And you're controlling it. So you can sort of do it at a tension. Oh, that's so good. So again, you can do the other side. It's a bit harder. It takes a bit longer this side. Okay, you get what I'm talking about. If you don't have one of these, that's all right. You can do your self-massage. You know, what I did also put, and I tried to hold off on as well, was a heat rub. I was having a shower to try and loosen it up, but nothing was loosening it up, and I was just stuck in bed. So, hey, I've got to do what I've got to do. I had 2 days off from training. Not that should be an issue, but you know, I had my fast day, which ended up being, because of the neck, I was going to do 24 hours, I ended up doing about 36 hours. So I am a little bit deflated at the moment. So today I'm just going to juice up and try and overload on my glucose. I've woken up and I had a 400 mils of OJ. I'm about to have another 400 mils of OJ and 3 or 4 bananas. And then I might have another 2 fruit meals, big fruit meals, like 400 meals, and then same again, before I end up training, just so I'm replacing my glucose, depleted glucose stores in my muscles and all that kind of stuff. So I have lost a bit of weight. But the idea behind the fasting that I'm doing, heard Josh X and Michelle talking about saying you have to do, to help with getting that floppy skin from losing weight tightened, that it has to be a water fast, not a juice fast. So that might have been some of the mistakes I've done in the past. I tried to get through it with the juice fast, and it didn't quite work. So water fasts, that was a really harsh one for me with my neck. But in the end, hey, there was a purpose for it. I stayed in bed for pretty much 36 hours. And in the end, I had things to do. So you got to do what you got to do. Forgive me for taking that. I forgive myself, which is the main thing. And self-love, okay? Be kind to yourself. Listen to yourself. That's why I had 2 days off. I don't like having 2 days off, but hey, like I said, be kind to yourself and do what you need to do. There's some animal in the bushes over there. I can hear it, and it's rather large. We have everything here, name it. It's a beautiful spot, beautiful space, peaceful, serene, where I can start loving my body again through feeding it what it needs, the fruit that it needs, and training and getting back to it. But self-love. Peace. Have a great day.